Hey my beauties, it's Miss Scenic Beauty in the building, and I'm back with another video. If you're new to my channel, tap that subscribe button so that you won't miss out on any of my new uploads. And if you have already subscribed, what's good, what's poppin', welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be showing you guys how to create this super fun Sugar Skull Halloween makeup look. The first thing I'm doing here is taking my NYX eyeliner pencil, and I'm just using it to outline my eyes to where I want to focus my eyeshadow. Now this initial lining is just a sketch, and I will be darkening it up as I get further along through this tutorial. Now I'm going to take my P. Louise base in the shade Rumor 2, and I'm just going to use this all over my eyes and underneath my eyes just to place it down as an eyeshadow base for my eyeshadows. I am applying a lot of this base because I want to make sure that I get as much coverage onto my eyes because I want my eyeshadows to pop for this makeup look. Now that I've completed placing this all over my eyes, I'm just going to use a large fluffy brush and just blend it all out so that it looks smooth and seamlessly onto my skin. One of the eyeshadow palettes that I will be using in today's tutorial is the Zulu palette by Juvia's Place, and a lot of the colors that I needed was already in this palette, so I didn't really have to search for too many palettes to complete this makeup look. The first color I'm going in with is this bright yellow, and I'm just going to work this on the first third of my eyes, which is right towards the corner of my eyelids, and I'm putting it on top of my eyelids on the top and underneath my eyes at the bottom. The next color I'll be going in with is this bright orange color, and I'm just going to focus this on the center of my eyelids, and I'm going to follow it right underneath my eyes, right in the center as well. The next color I'll be going in with is this pink shade, and I'm going to put this right on the last third part of my eyes, and I'm going to put it on the top as well as the bottom like I've previously been doing, and I'm just going to blend the color into the orange the best way that I can. The next color I'll be going in with is this bluish turquoise shade, and I'm just going to take this color around those three colors, around the edges, just to blend the edges of those colors out and make them all look seamless and blended together. Now I'm going to take my MAC Eyeliner Duo pencil, and I'm going to use the pencil part to darken that line that I created around my eyes. Now these lines do not have to be perfect because they are going to be covered in the end, but you just want to do this so that when you go to blend out this eyeliner color, it gives you that depth and shade of your eye socket illusion, like a skeleton. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but you know how skeletons, they have that illusion of like the dark eye socket? That's what we're kind of going for. So that's what this will give you. So your lines do not have to be perfect. Now this next shade I'm going to be using is this purple shade from the Zulu palette, and I'm just going to use this to deepen around my eye socket, well, the illusion of the eye socket, like I was telling you guys, and it's also going to double up as a set for the eyeliner. It's going to help to set the eyeliner in place as well. Now as you guys can see, I am kind of covering over that blue shade that I had applied. I really wasn't feeling it after I placed it down, so I'm just using this purple as well to cover up that blue shade. The next palette I'm going to be using is the Chocolates palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm going to go in with that dark brown color, and I'm just going to use this to darken that line around my eyes once again, because I realized that I did want it to be a little bit darker. So I'm going in with this brown shade just to darken it and also give my eyes a little bit more depth with this darker color. Now the next palette I'm going to be using is the Violets palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm going to go in with the darkest purple color in that palette, and I'm just going to use that dark purple color to deepen that purple shade on my eyes once again, because I want that deep dark set eye socket look that skeletons give you. Now the key to this eyeshadow look is that you want to make sure that you're blending all of your colors together seamlessly, that they don't look like one color is ending and the next color is starting. You want to just blend all those colors in. So once I'm done with this purple shade, I will be going back in with the yellow, the orange, and the pink shade just to blend everything together and make it look seamlessly. And this is what it looks like. I also went ahead and added my eyeliner and my lashes off camera. If you guys do want to see how I apply my eyelashes, I will leave the link to the video that I created applying my eyelashes in the description box below, or I'll also add a card right here so that you guys will be able to just click on it to go to that video and watch it as well. Now I'm going in with my Mayron white face paint, and I'm using this to cover my entire face white. Now the key to this face paint is you want to pack it on, because when you use a little bit at a time, it does dry really fast, and when it starts to dry, it starts moving around and leaving patches on your face. So you want to make sure that you're applying this very heavy and you're using it a lot and spreading it where you need it to be. I'm also being very careful when carving out my eyes so that I don't ruin any of that beautiful eye makeup that I just created. And as you guys can see, once I go down the bridge of my nose, I'm going to use the other end of this brush just to carve out that section of my eyes very carefully. Now I am going to be going in with a second layer of this white face paint because I wanted a little bit more coverage on my face, and it was beginning to look super streaky, but I think it was just this white shade that looks streaky, because when I use the black shade and the blue shade, I don't get as much streaks as I do when I use the white shade. I did notice that once I began to pat the white shade into my skin, the streaks would go away, but then it would leave like these patchy marks. So I just left it alone, and whatever it dried as, it just dried as, because in the end, this look still came out very flawlessly. Now we are going to begin beading. I got these beads from Hobby Lobby, and I got the variety pack that comes in a whole bunch of different sizes. The glue that I will be using to stick these rhinestones down is the Eyelash Duo glue, and this glue works perfect for this, and my rhinestones last all day long when I use this glue. What I did was I outlined my eyes with that eyelash glue, and then I started placing all the rhinestones on top of the glue where I placed it in a circle form. And I'm just going to do this around both of my eyes. Now the size rhinestones that I used were the medium sized ones, and these ones worked out fine. Now this beading process is a little bit time consuming, so you want to make sure that you're not rushing when you're doing this. You're taking your time, you're placing the beads exactly where you want them, and you just want to take your time, don't rush. This is what my eyes are looking like once I've completed adding all of the rhinestones. Now I'm going to begin sketching out that spider web effect on my forehead, and I'm using the Revlon Skinny Eyeliner to achieve this. Now this is just a rough sketch because I will be going back in later on to deepen these lines a little bit to further define the spider web look. Now I'm going to go in and sketch out my nose to give my nose that skeleton effect with the same black Revlon Skinny Eyeliner, and I also will be going in and filling this in as well with my black face paint. Now I'm going to go in with my Mayron black face paint, and I'm just going to use this to fill in my nose and to carve it out around the curvature of my nose, just to give it that skeleton effect like I want. Now I'm going to go in with that same brush and the same face paint, and I'm just going to darken and give more depth to that spider web that's on my forehead. Now I'm going to use that same black Mayron face paint to carve out my jawline and create the illusion of skeleton teeth onto my cheekbones. Now when you guys are creating your teeth, you want to make sure that you're doing the same amount of teeth on both sides, just to make sure that your face looks symmetrical. So you guys will see me counting the number of teeth that I have on one side, just to make sure I have the same amount on the other. And all I did was do straight lines going straight down, and it still gave me the effect that I was going for. Now I'm going to take my Juvia's Place black liquid lipstick, and I'm just going to use this on the center area of my lips, just to make it look like the line is continuing from one half of my face to the next, as you guys can see. Now I'm just going to continue with adding some more beading onto my spider web and additional beading onto my chin. And what I did was I placed one large rhinestone on my chin and one large rhinestone on my forehead, and continued with smaller rhinestones around the sides and the top to create kind of like a flower illusion onto my chin. Now I'm going to go back in to my Zulu palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm going to take that purple shade and use it to contour my cheeks. This will add more depth to your face and give your face more of that carved skeleton look around your cheekbone area. Now this is the completed look. I am so in love with how this makeup look came out. This makeup look came out so flawlessly, guys. In this video, I was able to show you guys how to make this fun, super cute Halloween sugar skull makeup look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below any questions that you may have, like this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye, my beauties!